Your earpiece fits?
Yeah, it fits.
And your wire? Say something.
Benedict Arnold.
Hey, knucklehead. You're not Benedict Arnold, and this isn't snitch work. Walk in, verify Tyson's there, and leave.
Sounds easy. Why don't you come down here and do it?
The story of Battlefield Hardline is the story of a cop who is fighting crime, but often in doing so, the line between cop and criminal gets blurred, and choices have to be made in order to survive out in the field, these mean streets. Detective Mendoza is caught up between stopping the bad guy and being the bad guy. Over the course of 3 years, a lot goes down, and you get to decide if you're the good cop or the bad cop who really takes out the crime. EA did a great job with the single player campaign. This game's story is very well written, and the average guy like such as myself should take anywhere between 8 to 10 hours to beat the campaign. If you run and gun, maybe a little bit faster, but let's be honest, for it to have an 8 to 10 hour campaign and the campaign being this good, guys, I mean, yeah, the story is great.
I'll be out by the morning, cop. You fucking know it.
Yeah? The pilot coaxes otherwise.
Fuck you!
Oh, shit, it's not a gun! Get down, cover! Jesus Christ! That got out of hand fast.
What the fuck was that?
Controls. The controls for Battlefield are the same as the last Battlefield games before it. What makes the mechanics different is the cop theme, which is improved upon in this game. The cop theme gives you more to do with the controller. Like, take for instance, when you approach a bad guy who may not see you or is getting ready to do something, you can actually press the left bumper and flash your badge and make them freeze, or you can read them rights. You can decide at this point to either take them down or kill them. Of course, you know if you kill them, then I guess you know what a good cop and a bad cop is. These are one of the small examples of the controller scheme in the cockpit versus the robber theme kicking in and you getting something a little bit different out of your standard Battlefield controller. You also have the hand scanner, which allows you to see what bad guys are doing through walls and hear what they're saying, as well as mark them. These are all some of the mechanical changes that have been added to the standard controller, giving you more in-depth mechanics and gameplay and control. Overall, for any of you guys who played the Battlefield series before, you'll feel right at home. It's like learning to ride a bike and never forgetting. But with these new themes added to it, it's just something that is evolved into a little bit more than what it was before. It's very enjoyable. I enjoyed the controls, and I found nothing to complain about at all with this.
Freeze! The guy's shooting up the place. Who are they? Fucking cop! Hi!
Got your back, Nick.
Features. Now, before I get into the features I decided to talk about, let's get one thing clear. This game actually has too many features for me to sit down and actually talk about all of them. So I'm just gonna go over a few here to let you guys know some things. The story is one of the great features I talked about earlier in this review because it's a great feature to see a game that focuses on multiplayer having such a dope campaign for single player. That's been lost in games like this for a while now, and I actually was going into it thinking that that would be bad. This is a great feature for those of you who don't go online, or you're old-fashioned, or you want a good game and you don't even think about online. You can actually get this game just for the single player campaign alone and enjoy yourself, which is amazing. Guns in Battlefield Hardline are unique to playstyles. If you like to fight people depending on the way that you go about it, there's a certain gun for every situation, which is realistic. If you like to run up on people close range and the person you run up on has a machine gun and you have a shotgun, well, the shotgun is going to clearly have an advantage over the machine gun. Now, if you take the same scenario and you put the person at mid-range, it doesn't matter who shoots better, doesn't matter who has the best aim, who likes to get headshots and is the best marksman. The advantage is clearly going to go to the machine gun. Now, that doesn't mean one gun is more overpowered over the other. It just means it's all about the play and the play style. If you know you're good at running a gun and you may want an assault rifle. If you know you're good at close range combat, you might want you something like a revolver and a shotgun. It's really up to you. That's a great feature in this game, where they made the guns actually practical. A shotgun is very practical in this game versus a machine gun at close range, which in some games you can actually see people getting shot from like across many yards with like a shotgun. So that's one of the great features in this game that I thought was dope. They also have classes. Depending on how you play, you need to pick a certain class. You know, if you like to snipe, which I actually enjoy, which I never sniped before in most FPS games, in this game when I tried it, I actually fell in love with it. You would pick the professional. The professional comes with all the perks and gadgets and things you need to be a sniper. Of course, like most FPS games, you can pick a class and it already comes with preset features for that class to get you into that play style. You can just pick one, jump into the game, find what you like, and then as you go progress and build your own character, play styles and perks and guns and things of that nature. It's very well put together.
Get that.
Oh, Christ, this guy.
Hey!
All right. Hey, how about just let me get like $5. Okay? I know. It's just I'm what you call a capitalist.
Sorry, man. Not when I'm on duty.
Okay. All right, well, officer, you take care of the neighborhood. Be safe. All right.
Graphics. The graphics in Battlefield Hardline are a bit of a topic here. I'm gonna be honest about this. It's gonna get a little hairy and touchy, but it's just me telling you my honest opinion of what I've noticed getting to play this game on all three platforms. Now, if you don't know, the Xbox One and the PS4 have an issue where the PS4 version is 900p and the Xbox version is allegedly 720p. The reason for this, of course, being the fact that the games were trying to hit 60 frames per second, and they actually need it, and you do feel a difference. But one thing I can say is good and bad. The good first is that the PlayStation version actually does look a little bit better than the Xbox version on this game. I'm sorry for you people that indulge in a console war, but PlayStation has Xbox beat on this. However, the Xbox One version is not much of a difference behind, but there is somewhat of a difference. I do have a comparisons video if you want to go check that out on Mega Games 2. You can see the Xbox One next to the PS4, and you can see for yourself if you see the difference. Now that's going to be uploaded in the highest quality possible so you can see for yourself at 60 frames. You can actually see 60 frames in the YouTube video if it's uploaded at the max setting, and you can see if you see the difference. If you look at that video on a computer on Google Chrome at 60 frames and you don't see the difference, or you don't see any textual difference, you have nothing to worry about. But as far as PC, well, this is one of those games where if you care about resolution and frames per second, then you actually should be on a PC, because they have this game at 4K and it looks absolutely beautiful compared to any of the console titles. So let's put this in a tier system just to save everybody the trouble, and let's just keep it real. PlayStation is number 2, Xbox is number 3, number 1 is PC. If you want graphics, you got to go with PC. If you don't care about graphics, then you shouldn't have too much to complain about between Xbox and PlayStation. I preferred Xbox, but on this title I'm gonna have to skip it because of the graphical issue. However, if you don't have a PlayStation and you should definitely get this game for Xbox One. If you have a PlayStation, then you definitely should get this game. The graphics are not just the reason, the game overall is good. If you do not have a PlayStation or a PC, do not worry about it, Xbox guys. This game does not look bad at all on Xbox by any means. It looks wonderful. I enjoyed it and I continued to play it on my Xbox One. I'm letting you guys know now, yes, graphically it's behind, but it is still a good game and it's still dope and it still feels next gen, and I enjoyed it. And the graphics are pretty good on this game, and I'm glad, because in the beta there was some stuff I was worried about. It looked like they actually fixed a lot of things, or maybe there was a patch, I don't know, but graphically the game looks amazing, period. But I did want to answer the debate on which platform had the best game, and of course it's PC.
Grenade! Watch out!
Give me some help!
I can't fucking move! Units, stay alert! I got a gun! Hit down!
Overall, Battlefield Hardline is an online game, but once again, I go back to the campaign. It was so good and amazing and has so much length to it that I would have to recommend you buy this game for that alone. Not to mention the fact that the multiplayer is totally on point and the action is precise and fun. And let's be honest, man, them added in the fact that, you know, cops versus robbers, robbing banks. There's just so much to say about the game. They did everything well. I'm glad to see that EA took their time and actually put this together very nicely. I would recommend that you get this game. If you don't have a PlayStation 4 and you just have an Xbox, get this game. If you have PC, what are you doing? If you have PlayStation, get this game. Doesn't matter what platform you buy it for, make sure that you go get it. The replayability of the game and the campaign alone are great reasons to pay $60 for this title. Final thoughts. My final thoughts on Battlefield Hardline are simple. I went into this game expecting to just have a first-person shooter experience and couldn't believe that the campaign was actually so addictive and good. The graphics are the best I've seen for a game that's cross-generation. I haven't seen anything like this before. I was expecting a little bit of this and a little bit of that, but got a lot of everything. From the mechanics to the machines to the guns to the action to the graphics, I was very impressed with this title. I'm glad EA took their time to make it. I'm glad that it came out, and I'm glad that it's such a fun product. I haven't seen any cross-generation game that was more worth $65 in my opinion. I would highly recommend that you buy this game over renting it, and I highly recommend that you have a good damn time like I did. It's your boy Jimmybgaming. Do let me know what you think in the comment section below. Did you get this game? Are you enjoying this game? Did you not like this game? If somebody didn't like this game, I really want to know why, because I don't see anything wrong with this game compared to all the stuff people have been complaining about lately. Anyway, I'm out. I'm going to enjoy it a little bit more and play some. Let me know what you think. Gamer tags in the description below. Do remember to download the Android app in the description below as well. Later.
All officers help.